Today I'm going to talk about a topic called ADHD fatigue. And if you haven't heard about this, don't worry. This is an idea or a concept that arose in a discussion I was having semi-recently. It's similar to the idea of compassion fatigue, which again, if you're not familiar with that, all good, although that one is a lot more established, but I'll explain it. Compassion fatigue is a phenomenon which is typically associated with therapists or people working in primary care, people who are working with lots of people who are requiring care, who require compassion and looking after. It's also very common if you are someone who is being a primary caregiver, maybe for a family member who's not been very well for some time. At first, it's fine. You care about them a lot, and even though they're a bit needy and a bit annoying, you don't mind, you love them, it's fine. So you do all the things. But eventually, and this is totally normal, it's a very normal thing, so if it happens to you, that's okay, you're not a bad person. But eventually, over time, your ability to tolerate them just being needy, which they are unwell, they have needs that they can't meet, they need help. But over time, your amount of compassion for them decreases to the point that you stop being as tolerant for it. And I think that's particularly, sketchy about compassion fatigue is that if you start to experience it, that bleeds over into other areas of your life. I know that I personally have been at times short-tempered with my friends or partners, or had a lot less tolerance for them because I was experiencing compassion fatigue while being a caregiver for someone, and also due to my work with some clients, which sometimes asks of me, no matter how much I do things to protect my energy. And yes, so that's compassion fatigue. I'm glad that I explained it in enough detail because it's a useful concept. Now, ADHD fatigue, in a way, it kind of is a similar thing, but it's specifically if you live with someone with ADHD, no matter how much you love them, no matter how fun their zany wackiness is, over time, for most people, especially if you're in a relationship with someone with ADHD, it gets a bit old, it gets a bit stale, and you go, I'm getting a bit sick of you not being able to remember to close the door and the dog keeps getting out, or never being able to leave the house on time. I get it, I love you, and I'm getting a bit sick of it. This is normal. Normal, in fact, it's healthy. It's healthy to not tolerate things that bother you infinitely or indefinitely. It's healthy to at a certain point go, okay, I need a break. And generally this is what people who are experiencing compassion fatigue require. They need respite. They need a break. They need some time off just to be selfish for a while until they can get their energy back. And then, they can head back out into helping. I believe that people who are living with ADHD, no matter how much you love them, I think you probably need a break every now and then. I think that's pretty normal. I think that, no, not true. I think that should become normalized. I don't think that it's necessarily fair for people living with people with ADHD to, tolerate it indefinitely. And so if you're someone with ADHD, like me, and the people around you are getting a bit sick of your shit, maybe don't take that so personally if you can. Rejection sensitivity dysphoria is always super fun for us, yay. Just the point of this video is to throw out the concept that, actually that could get a bit old. And maybe do deserve a break every now and then, and that doesn't mean they don't love us or that we're even bad people. It's just the nature of it gets a bit old. And hey, I mean, part of the reason I'm talking about this today is I'm starting to feel a bit of ADHD fatigue with myself. I'm a little bit sick of myself forgetting things or not being, it's a lot of effort to be on top of my game, which I managed to do almost, I'm touching some wood, like very consistently. I'll touch that one. But it's tiring. But I don't get a break from me, so that's another topic perhaps. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share today. I hope that there are some aspects there that you could relate, extrapolate, or translate to some aspect of your life in a way that is useful. I'm sure there's a whole plethora of fatigues. Probably child fatigue. You might get sick of your kids. That seems legitimate. I don't know. Probably lots. And I just want that to be a thing instead of people pretending that they're never allowed to get bothered or upset by these things, by these people. Because they love them, therefore they're supposed to be immune to being affected. It's not the case. It's not how humans work. You're not a monster for getting a bit tired and sick of it and needing a break, and maybe you should be able to take one every now and then. Thanks for listening. Hope that was useful. If it was, my name's Jack, and I make a new video every single day. So if you found this helpful, or you want to see what I talk about tomorrow, because I don't know yet, let's find out. Make sure you hit subscribe so that you can check that out. And if there's someone that you'd like to share this with, even just as a talking point to start a discussion, give it a share. And I hope that this serves you, serves them, serves everyone. Thanks for watching.